there's your disable line, always a very good support. The mana drain is hilarious. I think it deals with Nick's assassin a lot better than it used to. You're able to just hold your ground if you manage to get the shard now. Can't interrupt you with an impale. Treant Protector can't really do damage to you either. Very solid hero as it goes to late game as well, especially given how Aeon Disc continues to work. Very cheap item, great build up into it. It makes you invulnerable for 2.5 seconds, 75% status while it's active, hard to dispel. When it activates, a hero like multiple disables, the solution was, hey, blow this hero up at the start of the team fight. No longer an option.
Yep.
Once you have an Aeon Disc.
Indeed. What an item.
We're waiting on that fix, Valve. Got our eyes on you. I know they probably have the patch ready. They weren't able to change things around in the middle of the qualifiers. That's only fair. It's afterwards, right?
Yeah,
after
it's coming after.
We'll add them. Yeah.
We see the Templar Assassin pick up here. Now, this is probably the mid lane. We've seen it ran in the safe lane for South America specifically, even on NoPing, if I'm not mistaken. HFN has taken it, but I'd have to imagine that this is going to be Dark Mago's hero in the center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably going to be Dark Mago on this Templar Assassin in the mid lane. It got a lot more popular this TA, especially during the major. People had changed things around from the super hard carries in the safe lane to like a tempo hero in the safe lane, and then carrying from mid, because mid lane feels so easy right now with the water runes and bottles and whatnot. It's not as easy to get zoned out of lane. So it doesn't feel as bad picking up a carry in the mid lane. Templar Assassin will fit that. It's another high tempo draft. Last time Hokori tried going for that. This time it's going to be NoPing trying to play a little bit faster here. They don't want to give this Medusa a chance to come online, and they're also kind of punishing that change around from the Mystic Snake extra mana steal talent from 15 to 20 by picking up this Templar Assassin. I really like what they're doing here. And then finally we see a Darkseer.
This is really difficult to deal with as a TA. This is probably one of the worst heroes. It's like Darkseer and Batrider are pretty much like the two things you never want to see in a TA game. I mean, I love this pick a lot. This is really strong.
10 seconds.
Have you been watching much Lyrical Dota recently?
Can't say I have. Why, do you ask?
I know he's a caster and not a player, but the man has been playing like 10 plus Darkseer games and ranked per day. I don't know how he hasn't lost his mind yet. But I've been following a lot more Darkseer mechanics and matchups after watching him.
That's super wild, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a real wild ride. It's too late in the draft for them to have that many solutions to Darkseer. Like, obviously, Oracle plays very well against it. Doom is pretty good. Invoker, you just drop the tornadoes on it. But at this point, they don't have a whole lot of options. So you're going to be able to throw out your... You're going to be able to take advantage of dropping Ion Shell into people. Treant Protector is able to run them down. Nyx Assassin is also very good with the Darkseer. You have multiple disables, easy for you to sit on top of people.
Also, the good old Vendetta, like Ion Shell, super strong. So they do end up banning out the Invoker, like you said, one of those heroes that is played in the mid lane, especially by Dark Mago, but they just want to secure that that's not going to be a possibility here, obviously. Force that TA into the mid lane instead of the safe lane.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Ember Spirit banned out last on the side of NoPing. I think, okay, we dealt with it last time. We don't feel like dealing with it this time. We don't have the same solutions. Another hero that dispels are very good with dispelling your team, not the enemy this time around.
Yeah.
So Oracle would be amazing if you could fit it in here.
I mean, you'd have to rotate Viper to the mid lane in the TA safe, right? But then do you have the damage to deal with like this Medusa? Like, that's the question. Like, I don't know if you can.
Exactly my thoughts. I mean, this is all but guaranteed to be a position 5 Viper, right?
I would think so, but you're right. You do need some form of dispel here on the side of NoPing. Queen of Pain. I mean, she is good in the mid lane against this hero, but it's like good against Batrider, but
I forgot to report a Queen of Pain bug that happened, which I was supposed to do. I should probably do that now. While everyone's watching, so if you use an illusion rune or pick up a Mantis style, your illusions will sometimes either on activation or death crash the game for everybody or cause massive graphical issues and lines going all over your screen.
That's a little bit of a bug.
with the Arcana, I think it is specifically. So hopefully that doesn't happen this game. If it does, we all know what it is. You can relaunch the game and it'll work fine. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen this game. Not often do people build Mantis style. You only pick up Illusion Rune like a certain number of times, so it's not like something that's going to happen regularly here, right? You are playing against Darkseer that creates illusions, though, but I'm not sure if it's all illusions that cause it.
Well, good news is Dark Mago only has the regular quap, no skin at all there, so maybe it'll work, or maybe we won't see the bug.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I'll be able to give a quick explanation if it... Oh yeah, no Arcana. We're good. Look at that. Shout out to Dark Mago, not having it activated. And good luck to Hokori this game. Game number 2. Who you favoring now, Ricky?
I mean, watching NoPing last game, they just look like the better team, but... Again, I look at Hokori's draft and I feel like they have a better grasp on how this game's gonna go. I worry that this Queen of Pain isn't gonna be enough, but I have seen Dark Mago over and over again just crush teams on these kind of unorthodox heroes.
Yeah, Queen of Pain. It's going to. I mean, this one's a big hit or miss, right? Sometimes the Queen of Pain pops off, does an excellent job. Other times, not so great. I think you suffer from the same problem that Hokori suffered from last time, though, where there's not a ton of targets that are very easy for you to blow up here. Your matchup in the mid lane will go all right. You'll be able to throw daggers onto the Batrider if you choose to do that. You might just choose to put points into Scream of Pain to secure yourself CS a little bit more. We'll have to see what he goes for here. I'm not that familiar with the matchup myself, but I think they'll probably go Scream of Pain and Blink pretty early instead of trading with Shadow Strike. That's Queen of Pain not too popular in the meta right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things that on paper I can kind of see the ideas behind this. Like Dark Mago, I imagine he's going to be going like a very damage oriented build as opposed to caster Queen of Pain, right? But you're into Nyx Assassin and Batrider, these heroes that just make your life so miserable.
Yeah, and Tree and Protector, quite tanky, has a lot of HP to deal with. You can get a lot of clicks off on him if you go for a melee build, but Medusa, you can't blow up. Darkseer, you're not going to blow up. Batrider can be tricky too, and Nyx Assassin, of course, you're going to struggle to blow that hero up too. Speaking of Nyx Assassin, people are playing pretty close to each other up here in the top lane, but looking like we won't see too much action. Did I curse them already?
You might have cursed them. Tree and Protector walks to the low ground as the ward's going to scout him, and he drops that Nature's Grasp, tries to walk along it, but they're just going to do their best to give that first blood out over to HFN's Templar Assassin.
There's nothing more mysterious.
It's a 6v5 game. It's the players against each other, and then whoever the caster's cursing. There it is, the D ward as well. Already off to a great start here on NoPing.
Yeah, they're feeling very good about this. They've got... I'm surprised that they're sending TA back bottom. Is the TA into Darkseer the one that they actually wanted? Or did they want the Mars into Darkseer?
They probably want the Mars into the Darkseer. Who knows? I mean, you have this first point meld. I think that makes things a little bit more difficult for you as well. If you're trading with Tree and Protect, your first point meld feels great. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a struggle. See if they ping this one out or they switch things around. That initial click off onto the Darkseer here. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit difficult for the TA. But they're trying to zone the Darkseer out this first level, try to burn through as much of his mana as possible.
Honestly,
doing a good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with this meld Blightstone, it's a ton of minus armor. It puts him into the negative territory, so you have to be very careful on this Darkseer, especially with the Viper having all of those slows from that poison attack.
This is just the superior way to play this lane. I thought he'd play pretty far back defensive. Instead, he just run at him level 1 with a Blightstone meld. I mean, it's working.
It is. They do need to be careful, though. If he catches an Impale next to these Ion Shells, he could fall.
But you're out of Ion Shells now. You've got 1 available. Your clearly needs to restore a little bit more HP. I think HFN has done a great job securing the start of this lane. You'll have to see it. Well, they chasing him into the trees right now. Panda Boo can't get that last poison attack off him though.
I mean,
Top
HFN's
lane, a
having
bit
a
more
great
action.
time. 9-3. Jeez.
Oh. Yeah. I spoke a little bit too soon there, but all these heroes dropping fairly low in the various lanes. I feel like on the precipice of action here, Ricky.
First blood is gonna happen, is what you're saying, and Jerry's hopefully not gonna miss it.
Yeah, I'm jumping my camera around all over the place right now. Mr. Courier going down. Lion managed to snag one.
It's always it feels good.
Matthew getting run down here by Treant Protector. As long as he stays away from trees, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't give him that extra movement speed bonus from his Nature's Guise. Very slow hero. So as long as you don't get those right clicks off on him with the Orb of Venom, you're going to be fine.
I imagine it'd be pretty terrifying just being walked at by just this lumbering giant tree.
That's how people feel when I'm nearby them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually a giant lumbering tree IRL.
Okay, nice.
Mid lane? Ooh.
Ooh,
Got
Elm
7 stacks.
just got collapsed by the tomato creep bottom lane and actually lost a good amount of his health there as a result.
He's going to walk all the way back to base. He's got himself boots of speed, so it doesn't feel awful walking back. Darkseer also able to hold the lane pretty well. You can get more XP for yourself, so your more points at Ion Shell feel pretty good. So not a massive L they're taking there, having him walk back. Expecting a lot of action, but we haven't seen anything past that first blood on the Treant Protector. Oh, I spoke too soon. Cursed again.
Neph, and it's the same guy. What is with you, man? You're just putting this Treant Protector in the grave. Speaking of graves, Medusa might be digging her own. Matthew just trying to walk it away here. It's like without any mana left here on the Mars, Medusa will survive, but she's got no mana left in the tank. Super obnoxious lane for her.
Radiant have fortified.
Yeah, I mean, oh, mid lane. Looks like he's going to drop. Oh, dagger. It's gonna have 2 more ticks, but it won't finish him off.
Ooh, wait a minute. Okay.
He's gonna go for it.
He's gonna go for it. Dark Mago gets the kill. You know, this is there was a little support fight happening on the side. We had some mid laners duking it out. I mean, that had to be so greedy to go for that water rune, right?
That's like you're in the desert. You got a broken leg, and you see you're dying of thirst. The oasis is just a little bit far away from you, but you couldn't get there. Bottom lane getting zoned out here on the Darkseer. I do feel like that one was a greedy play, but he was trying to not lose the lane as hard, and instead he's losing it harder now because of that greed.
Yeah, that is a 28 CS mid lane. Queen of Pain just hits level 6. Whereas the 19 level 4, almost level 5 Barret. I mean, he's basically level 5. But still, I mean, you can't contest lane anymore, right?
Yeah.
And they're scouting this stack. Like, Queen of Pain might just take this with 2 points Scream of Pain. Queen of Pain, or rather, not Queen of Pain, Templar Assassin actually goes down bottom. And top lane, they get a kill onto the Medusa of all heroes. This game's a bloodbath, Neph.
Yeah. Just blown up there, and she's completely zoned out of lane. She's got herself power trade. She might just opt to go into the jungle after this one. They're gonna lose Treant Protector right now as well, it looks like. They're trying to keep himself alive with this Leech Seed.
He didn't have the mango in his pocket or in his inventory yet to be able to use that spear, so gonna be okay for the time being. TA goes back to the bottom lane now. Oh my goodness, the amount of damage.
Yeah. TA owns this lane now. Not quite level 5 for that 3rd point Ion Shell yet, so Nick Assassin and Darkseer don't get to exist near this Templar Assassin. They're doing pretty well in every single lane here on NoPing. Again, I was a little bit worried last game. They had the server advantage on Hokori. This time they're playing on Brazil, so it feels that much harder. And you can tell it's really showing with the performance.
Man, it's so fun watching HFN CS. Like, he just knows exactly what to do.
Now the man hits creeps. Let's go. There's that one out. Not even 7 minutes yet. He's sitting, what, next to the top of the net worth chart. He doesn't have a kill under his belt like, well, doesn't have the same kill under his belt as the Queen of Pain, but only sitting like 150 net worth behind.
Matthew mid lane, great wraparound. Sonic Wave ends up taking out his courier. Another auto attack there from the Queen of Pain is going to find the kill. She pops a rune. Going to head to the bottom lane as well. Jumps in, gets a second. And now Panda Boo with the help of HFN. They clean up both neph. This is a disaster for Hokori.
Yeah, very quick reaction there by Dark Mago. They thought, okay, we're able to take this fight. The Queen of Pain, she's getting a kill on the Bat Rider. She just expended all of her mana. She's busy, but wasted no time. Didn't skip a beat there into the bottom lane. Hits them with 3 points in that Scream of Pain. Manages to find more kills. 3k net worth advantage at 7 minutes is pretty wild.
It is, and every single lane's doing well, right? Like Mars, third on the net worth, 300 above that Medusa. Level 7 here, so you have the 4 points in that spear, which is basically a kill lane. And speaking of kills, mid lane, they take down Dark Mago. They're finally able to find something big here on the side of Hokori as they take down the most important hero, I would say right now. She's making a lot of space, doing a lot of work here. Lasso committed for that, but still pretty worth it.
Yeah, managed to burn all of her mana, so not able to blink away from that one. It looks like a lot of the time they'll skip out completely of this mana burn, but they picked it up here. Might have taken that Queen of Pain by surprise. But Medusa,
the arena. She just barely fogged herself on the tree and didn't see them rotating over. Oscar and Matthew grab another. Elm now gonna give some vision out over here, but nice mana drain onto this Nyx, trying to give him some space. They have a stun in one to follow it up. Matthew might just sacrifice himself for his boy. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Maybe he can get a creep deny off. Nah, not gonna happen. Analog cleans that one up.
Nice try, but no TP available. Otherwise, would have been able to get out of that one, given that Flaming Lasso was on cooldown there. But that Medusa didn't want to be in the lane anymore, and this Train Protector is actually maxing out Nature's Grasp. I know that these lanes are lost, and he just needs to kind of shove out lanes.
Yeah, you'd love to have the max living armor, right? To just keep towers alive, heal allies and stuff, but if you're forced to sit in the lane and try and de-push, you know, without having multiple points in Nature's Grasp, you're not going to do much of anything.
I mean, it's a great spell, but the scaling on that one isn't great.
Matthew bottom lane here looking for the Darkseer. They have TA coming in from the side. The question is, can they actually locate him? They're gonna run right into each other. They definitely found him, and there's gonna be the stun. Couple auto attacks here. The meld strike from HFN.
My blood, thanks.
Gets his third of the game and now hits 5,000 net worth here just before 10 minutes. That is a hard point to hit.
Yes. But with 3 kills on your belt, 73 CS, HFN, like you said, knows exactly where to be, how to farm in the most efficient way possible. And well on his way to this Desolator that he's now working on. You have the first Mithril Hammer?
There's no way. There's no way he has one of the Mithril Hammers, right? That'd be
He's
absurd.
only got 1 Mithril Hammer queued up, so
Okay.
maybe he's thinking about going into a BKB instead of a Desolator right away.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, he hasn't decided yet. That's probably why he's got it. Just looking at his queued items there.
He's like one of those people who has just so much money. They're like, what do I want to buy next?
Yes.
Yes, what at the shop tickles my fancy.
So Desolator at 10 minutes, a mere drop in the bucket.
Dire should look to their top tower.
They're gonna look for a play on him. I mean, they're upset. I don't think they're gonna be able to find it though. He's playing very carefully here. He realizes that something's up. I think he scattered out the Nyx Assassin with the trap that's back there. They're gonna need sentry wards. Yeah, and with the catapult attacking him there, he realizes what's up.
So they've got a lasso down. It was a committed top lane for Oscar. He drops the Arena to save himself, but Arena, very short cooldown, right? Not that bad compared to the lasso. Dark Mago actually sniffs out the Medusa behind this tower. Does have a haste rune still. Ooh, in comes Elm on the side. This would be a huge stun. Oh, that is exactly what you want to see if you are the side of Hokori. Like, you've got such a big pick off there.
Yeah. You're not expecting that one either. I mean, you got yourself a haste rune and you think, I'm laughing.
Oh! Matthew turns it around with some extra spice and the spear right onto the Bat Rider. God's Rebuke should clean this up, as they do. You know, give him an inch and, you know, they try to take a mile, but that didn't work.
Yeah, a little bit of recovery there. Ends up being what 1,200 XP swing with those 3 deaths. Not quite 1,000 gold, but That's rough, man. Almost 14 net worth advantage now.
Yeah, they're feeling really good. Dark Mago's gonna go right back to where he was before, farming up the side camp, waiting for someone to try and defend this middle tower. Obviously, Tree and Protector, only level 1 living armor. It is not that great at keeping this tower alive, but all he's gonna rely on is this Nature's Grasp. It's just a matter of time before this goes down.
Radiant's bottom tower is in
60 HP every time he drops. The cooldown is pretty big. I think he wanted more points in living armor.
Big TP into the bottom lane. Oscar, the big arena, catches the Darkseer and the Nyx Assassin. Able to keep himself alive for just a moment. The Darkseer still pretty tanky and just TP's home.
The acid test.
Just TP out. It's that easy.
It is that easy, neph.
Yep.
Scientist
But not
baffled.
by man's ability to escape every single time. 4K net worth advantage. TA clearing stacks while you're winning these team fights in the bottom lane.
Oh, I just saw her net worth. Neph, where did that like 2,000 gold come from? Actually, we got more important things to talk about, like the rotation from Analog. He's got a lasso. Do they have the detection? They do, absolutely. With Dark Mega rotating it. Nice Sonic Wave. Overgrowth is there, holding TA in place. They get the kill. Now it's time to run away. Dark Mega, can he actually connect? Doesn't look like it. Living armor keeping this Bat Rider alive, and Pandaboo unable to provide the vision as the Tree and Protector is already gone. A great gank there here from Hokori.
Yeah. Realizing they didn't have many options elsewhere on the map. All the towers are still standing. They're able to react in those places. Finding that one there was a pretty big deal. And that's going to answer the question for the Templar Assassin. Do I build Desolator? Do I build BKB? Well, now it's probably going to be the BKB after you go down like that. You don't want to let them do that to you again.
Radiant have fortified their structures.
Without that magical burst damage, without that lockdown, I don't think they're going to be able to take this Templar Assassin down again. So probably what we're going to be seeing next. Try to set up here in the mid lane.
And they drop the fort, but I don't know if it's...
Dire's top tower.
I don't know if there's enough like damage here to turn around onto the Mars, but they get a great wall. The arena here trying to do what they can to zone this out. Without a lasso, you're lacking definitely in damage. Elm barely makes it out here thanks to that Vendetta. Now he's looking for Matthew here on the backside of this fight. Won't be able to make it underneath the tower. Spells thrown, no deaths, Neph. The classic.
Yeah. Which I think they're happy about here on Hokori, especially given that their mid tower is still standing. You're probably going to want to drop that heal. There it is. 60 HP. Let's go! Keeping this mid tower alive. This is actually very important for them. As soon as this mid tower drops, it becomes that much easier to access the triangle, access the enemy team's jungle. Ooh.
That was a spicy little play there by Elm.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, Vitali. Oh, they catch him with the Orchid and a beautiful stun there. The question, yeah, Finger of Death, of course. They take down a big one. That's going to be the Darkseer. And that might open up the mid lane tower with that aggressive positioning here that NoPing gains from that kill. I don't think you can really defend this anymore.
And there it is. Tower finally goes down. They don't go for the BKB. They finish up this Desolator and gonna try to grab Nyx Assassin.
They are going to try. They get that big overgrowth, though, with Analog rotating, and he gets a lasso onto the Queen of Pain. The Stone Gaze is there as well. They take down 2 in response. You know, you got a little bit too greedy here, and Pandaboo, this is a level 5 Viper, dude. You're lacking the damage. You're just gonna go down here. The Medusa just, you know, right clicks for victory.
Yeah, speaking of greedy, that's exactly what Pandaboo was there.
That was a pretty bold assumption that he could go for the Bat Rider.
Yeah, underestimate the amount of damage coming out here, and that's going to make Medusa even closer to that Manta style. So you did end up getting that mid tower, but it cost you a lot in the end because you just kept going.
On the hunt for Radiant.
The classic mistake, you know, we see teams do this all the time. They feel like they're hitting their rhythm, taking the advantage, and then you just overextend a little bit too far, and it just comes down to the other team to punish it, right? And Hokori did a great job of that. Bottom lane, they also find the Nyx here. The wall. Nice vac, actually only catches 1. Mars drops the arena. It's definitely just a zoning arena as they need to just escape here. Doesn't actually have TP available. HFN just kills Analog top?
Yep.
That's a solo kill.
Desolator. Yep.
I mean, he's had the Deso. He has Blink now is the thing.
He died in 2 auto attacks.
That's right.
That's
Death
all it
summary
takes.
is still broken for spectators. I forget this. That's the one thing I...
No,
like,
he actually died in 2 auto attacks.
I believe you. I just wanted to see it and show the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I might have found it. Yep.
But he's going to go right into Roshan after that one. You got the minus armor. You might as well. I'm curious as to who's going to take this Aegis. Looks like it's going to be HFN. He's approaching. There it is. Blink Dagger completed as well. He's got no mana, but he's got a clarity on top of himself. Someone should carry mana boots.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Yeah, that'd be
slow down
nice. Yeah, Pandaboo, I imagine, would be the designated mana boots holder for his team. Not many other heroes here want to build them.
He's going to go for it.
He's actually jumping in. Okay, I thought it looked like he was backing out. They get the surge, the overgrowth onto the TA, but again, she's got the Aegis. This could just all be an elaborate bait. As the Finger of Death comes out, they get the Nyx. In comes the Medusa, pops that Stone Gaze, trying to do what they can. Gardic on the backside, able to just kind of juke this out. A nice vac, holding HFN in place, and they're going to surround a big Sonic Wave onto two. Pandaboo doing what they can. The mana drain onto the Medusa. Analog goes down so far. A big win here as the Arena catches the Medusa, and they surround her, taking her down. No problem at all. A beautiful fight from NoPing. It looked so sketch at the start, Neff.
HFN went so far forward. I was a little bit surprised he didn't blow up the Chain Protector right away. That Fluffy hat actually kept him alive there, but it didn't end up mattering. As soon as he's back up, the team is in position, and you stayed too long trying to punish his Templar assassin for the over-aggression. I mean, you can't let HFN go get away with something like that, but they're so far ahead that it didn't really matter. You'd already committed a lot of your spells onto him, which made it very easy for NoPing to set up. They tried to chase that Chain Protector out of the end of that team fight, but they weren't quite able to, but I imagine they're going to take even more victories off of this one.
Oscar knows. He definitely knows there's a Nyx assassin there. He can feel the damage, but
yeah. Now working on this BKB on the Templar assassin. They've managed to finish the Desolator. Now he wants to avoid dying to all of these damage over time spells on the side of Hokori. And they do have a timing they want to work with. I mentioned that at the start of this game. You know, now you want to play around Medusa before she gets level 20 and has that Mystic Snake mana gain talent. You want to be able to push high ground, end the game. So they can't wait for that one. They got to somehow be able to end before that. They did a decent job holding mid lane despite losing the lane so hard with that Chain Protector. I was a little bit surprised they did so well, to be honest. But now it's coming back around for NoPing with some of these TA items.
she's going to be a huge problem for them to deal with.
Yeah, and this is the timing she's waiting for now. This BKB, as soon as she's got that one, NoPing are going to start looking for more plays.
I honestly thought everything looked really good for the Medusa in that last fight. She was standing her ground. They were getting a lot of damage out, but they never found a kill. And Queen of Pain just punishing this backline as well as HFN. And they kind of just stalled out the fight, ignored the Medusa, saved the main course for last. Like, it was a beautiful engagement, and their targeting is so on point.
Yeah, well, like your big team fight spells, like your Vac Wall and your Overgrowth. You'd already used the Overgrowth on the Templar Assassin. You came by yourself. She comes back up at the age, just not able to take these team fights. She doesn't have that second life. You might have won that fight.
Get a sentry dropped on the high ground. They know that they are here, smoked up. Be a little careful as NoPing slowly retreating back into the triangle. Nice blink the stun. Ends up only catching the Lion. Spear's gonna send him out just to try and give him space, but no, Oscar gets end up pushed to the low ground. That might be a death sentence for him as they commit the lasso. Great flame break there from Analog.
Yeah, that was pushing him down onto that side of the cliff, just barely getting away from that one. Now, turning their eyes to this mid tower with a double damage rune, Grove Bow, Dragon Lance, outranging the tower. You got very little to worry about here on the Medusa. Your homies behind you.
Homies hate Grove Bow.
Yeah, all my homies hate Grove Bow. Now working on this Eye of Scotty, so that is going to be a pretty big item pickup for the Medusa as well. You're playing against four range heroes on the enemy team, and against the Mars, who wants to be able to HP regen back up or walk away from these team fights. He's going to struggle to with that 50%, or not 50% slow because he's a melee hero, but with that extra slow with that extra HP regeneration reduction. But TA, Queen of Pain, Viper all hate dealing with that Eye of Scotty.
Yeah. True Protector does finish up the Holy Locket, which is a massive buff to his healing abilities. This is just one of those items that I think we're likely to see get slightly nerfed in the upcoming patch, but we'll see how it goes. Smoke up here from NoPing. Trying to wrap around into mid here. They might run into Gartic. I mean, Vitali would be perfect here on the Darkseer. There they go. Very aggressive blink. In comes the Arena. Ends up catching Gartic. Finger Death committed. They're able to get 2 right off the bat. Question is, can they get more? Batrider pops the BKB. Doesn't have Lasso. Trying to walk away, but that Viper Strike slowed him down quite a bit. In comes the Dust. Beautiful stun out from that Nyx. They'll save the Viper for the Medusa. Nah, he's able to trade it there. In comes Oscar. A nice blink spear back. They catch the Nyx. The damage is there. They take down a third, and now HFN, he's looking for the Medusa. Ooh, he almost clips Analog in the process.
Yeah, clean use of that side blades there, but a great initiation by NoPing, catching them out by surprise on Hokori, just not able to do anything. You can't lose your Darkseer that fast, but you got massive damage problems in Hokori, not quite ready for that one. They were about 1,000 gold away for that Eye of Scotty, which is a big pickup here for this Medusa. They want to be able to take these fights, they need that item, and I think NoPing are realizing that level 20 talent, that Eye of Scotty, they're stepping up their aggression here.
It is definitely a massive power boost for this hero, and they know. Trying to get as much of this map taken away from Hokori before that happens.
Yep. And now level 17. Eye of Scotty just about complete. He'll clear out these ancients here when they respawn. And then he'll move on to finishing up his Eye of Scotty. Meanwhile, Templar Assassin had recently completed that BKB, hadn't used it yet, going for the MKB next, so looking to preemptively deal with Butterfly coming out from Medusa. She does have the evasion talent as well, so being able to land an extra hit that she'd otherwise avoid is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, you can also potentially get lucky, drop the Elven Tunic, which is super strong for the Medusa as well, if that ends up happening. Elm running around here under the cover of Vendetta.
Yep.
Looks like he's gonna be okay. They're gonna find Panda Boo. Ooh, he's off the mark with the stun. He drops the Arena, pushing them back. Is able to help take down the Nyx here with the damage. Panda Boo in some trouble, and a Lasso ends up finding HFN. He gets the BKB up, but a huge Sonic Wave. It catches 4. There's gonna be the Overgrowth trying to slow them down, but the Medusa, she's got that Stone Gaze. She's got the Scotty beating them down. The damage, it's not gonna be enough. And in comes NoPing. They're going to turn this around. They get the Spirit. The Medusa. Is she out of mana? She is. And now almost out of life. Matthew, the MVP here. What a great turnaround from him.
The backline, man, just finish off Gartic, and Oscar popping that bulwark, redirecting those auto attacks. The line doesn't go down there.
Worthy tribute.
But, beautiful turnaround in that fight by Matthew. A little bit of a botched initiation by the Nyx Assassin. Ended up missing that Impale after using the Vendetta and didn't get the Spike Carapace off before he died, so he just ended up going down. So all these small misplays are getting punished so heavily here by NoPing.
Yeah, they really are. NoPing is not a team that tolerates these kind of mistakes, right? Like their fight execution is really good. Like all of the engagements we've seen in this game have been NoPing just out team fighting the side of Hokori, right?
That's right.
I love the Lotus Orb pickup here on Mars. I actually didn't even notice he grabs that just now.
Yeah, pretty big this game dealing with that Lasso, having the Dispel, as we talked about that one, pretty important to deal with both like the Batrider, I guess the stacks coming out with the sticky napalm. Another item that was just freshly completed. Am I crazy here? I think it was the, it's the Blood Bone that's being worked on here on the Queen of Pain. So looking to deal with that evasion on the Medusa, that True Strike while it's active. Pretty big deal. Actually right-clicks me up, everybody. Also going to play a huge part in that.
Yeah, Bloodthorn is one of those items where we don't see all that often. It's strictly only good on int heroes, I feel like, nowadays.
Yeah. Like, there was a time where everyone was picking it up, and now they've, like, improved Daedalus a little bit.
Oh, they go right up onto the high ground. Blink Spear from the Mars. They get the nice silence onto the next assassin. The Arena finally there catches 4, an even bigger Sonic Wave. They're followed one by one, but there's going to be the great wall. Can they actually do anything, though? Analog with the Lasso. He's falling low. Dark Mago's still alive. Oscar finally falls, but it's going to be the Medusa. She stands her ground. They're just all dying one by one. It's 4 back the other way. The buybacks doing some work here.
And that's the risk of taking that fight so close to the shrine there. Everybody's going to come back. Massive damage in that team fight coming up when you group into that AoE. The Medusa managing to get the Mystic Snake off of several heroes. Fighting inside that Firefly, Flame Break, hitting so many people there as well. They're great at taking these team fights if you're so clumped up.
Ooh.
The Overgrowth as well.
That was close.
They're buying back. They don't want to give up this Roshan. I think this buyback is going to make it so they can't take this one. Because despite the fact that you're so tanky, you do great against heroes, you don't do a ton of DPS, so you can't take this Roshan that quickly. All the heroes other than Templar Assassin already back up. So you're going to think about getting back here.
Yeah, this seems really difficult. I mean, Solar Crest would do wonders here, but you don't have it. Almost... There it is, the Blink Arena, the Spirits being held for the time being. Oh, it's just actually on cooldown. Dark Mango pops BKB, jumps in. They're going to try and get these big kills. Great Impale. They're finally going to get a kill here onto the Darkseer, but the question is, can they take down this Medusa? She's surrounded, but she's doing so much damage. Back Pandaboo, going to be the next to go. Oscar backpedaling as well as HFN. 3 heroes dead on the Dire, but Medusa doesn't care.
Now she's able to stand her ground now. She's got that level 20 talent. She has the Eye of Scotty. You struggle to blow her up now. That was the timing that we talked about after that last team fight. Medusa's doing great. I mean, yeah, you can't go back to the Roche Pit just yet. You have to kind of play around here. But she's trying to stand her ground. This is a very cheeky play here by the Dire. I think
Sentry does see Elm. Do they not see? They have to see Elm. They actually don't see Elm. I don't know how they don't see him. He just gets a 4-man stun. He walks right in. Are they going to get the Aegis as well? It's going to get taken by HFN. Great spear, pushing the Medusa outside. And now he will be able to just TP home. I am
beautiful spear.
Utterly confused on how the Nyx assassin was hidden.
I think he was on like the cusp between like the inside and the outside of the Roche Pit there.
But that's the thing. Like, he was definitely in sentry range. Either area, they should be able to see him. That was so bizarre.
They botched that one so hard too. They turned like back around into the Medusa, allowing the Stone Gaze to hit everybody while they were impaled there. They got punished so hard for that. I mean, the spear ended up being like the only saving grace there. Shout out to Oscar for saving that turnaround, stopping the Medusa from picking up the Aegis. It was almost very bad.
Yeah. Now, the question is, who got the shard? Looks like it's on the Queen of Pain. Oh, and Queen of Pain, she's actually found the Darkseer with the help of some friends. Matthew's Finger of Death, helping finish off that kill. Up to his 5th stack now. God, you love that one.
Yeah. Now, Dark Mago, just as he gets that kill, he finishes up the Bloodthorn. Gonna make it a little bit easier to take down this Medusa. It is a pretty big deal. The extra crits, as long as you don't have to build the item yourself on that Templar Assassin, that damage really adds up. Also stops him from throwing out that Mystic Snake for at least a small period of time, so he's not able to get his mana back up. Which actually makes the world of difference. If you can't get that Mystic Snake out when you need it to be out, you go down a lot faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're essentially going like almost 0 to full, but if you're completely out of mana, you've got no way of getting it back up, which is why a lot of people keep the wand to pretty late game on the Medusa.
Alright, bottom tier 2 now under siege. Does Hokori try to defend this? It feels like you can't let this go for free, but they're not gearing up to do anything about it. They don't have any vision in their triangle, it seems. So NoPing gonna take the last outer tower. High ground, the only thing standing in their way.
They do what they can for as long as they could here, but like stopping this NoPing advance is a very tall order now. When you're stuck inside your base, you do have the Chain Protector. You know, unhealable damage becomes healable damage with this living armor. But it is tricky when you're boxed in like this one. A little bit longer would do world of wonders here for the Medusa. Still working on this Aghanim Scepter, then Butterfly, but they preemptively have the solution for the Butterfly. We talked about that. The MKB on the Templar Assassin and the Bloodthorn on the TA. Sorry, the Queen of Pain. Well, I guess now looking to reclaim their triangle that they know Quap is up in the top lane. I want to be able to farm somewhere while NoPing tries to press for an even more of an advantage. Things have slowed down to a crawl for the time being, though.
Nyx Assassin hunting Matthew. Oh, he has a gem. Ah, I was like, how did he see him? The spear. Oh. You are clenched right there at that moment.
Yeah. That's some gamer sense there by Oscar. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. Matthew doing the good old gem drops trick there to try and scout all the high ground wards.
Yep. I know they are playing against an Invis hero this time around, but it's become a lot more common. People were doing a lot at the major. When you have complete map control, people just end up buying a gem. Like, you're at no risk of dying. You think, okay, I want to stop any potential vision. I don't want to spend a bunch of money trying to drop sentries everywhere. You might as well just buy a gem here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit scared because he doesn't have A on disc yet. He's working on that one next. But I do like the gem pickup quite a bit when you're in such a winning position. There it is, the Woods Sentry.
I mean, yeah, we can just look at the dire vision here. I mean, this map is dark. There is no vision outside their base. It is a complete mystery, and as a result, I mean, you can't leave. Like, it's impossible right now to go outside the base. You can go for like a smoke play maybe, but you're just shooting in the dark at that point.
Yeah. My win rate's been bugged out since the start of the game, or win probability. It's just been 100% for Dire since the start. Taking a quick look at that one.
Oh, yeah, -2. Hokori's looking really good.
I like those numbers.
That's pretty good, Valve. My other graphs working? Okay, yeah, my other graphs work. Jeez,
Yeah.
they have almost a 30k XP lead here on the Radiant.
Mine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, HFN, yeah, 24, almost 25. Dark Mago, 23. Yeah, they are up there, man.
And they have to play so scared right now. Group is 5 heroes now smoked. This is a good time, though. Lion and Templar Assassin, both on the opposite side of the map. They could potentially find this Queen of Pain.
They got her. Blink stuns out right on the money. Great find there from the Nyx, and the question is, can Analog find more? I mean, he's basically hasted here on the Batrider looking for Oscar, but he's got to blink in one. He will make it to the high ground, or the other side of the tree line there, and he should be fine. TPing out. Yeah, no way to catch.
And he's gone. So nice, very heads-up play, I guess, realizing that they're going to be farming the entire map, trying to get more of a net worth advantage before they push high ground, maybe even waiting for next Roshan, next set of neutral items, every advantage they can possibly get before they push into the high ground here, looking to 2-0 the series. But, you know, the punish was there. They knew what they were up to. And continue to have a decent grasp on where people are. HFN and Pandaboo hiding in the trees on the opposite side of the map, and taking advantage of this with Medusa. That's that Grobo and Dragonlance. All my homies hate it. Outranging that tower.
Who even needs towers, honestly?
Oh, there's the backdoor protection.
Yeah, it's alright. It's dead in just a second here.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, that's a first T2 of the game. That does give them the ability to take the enemy outpost if they want, but there's a tier 1 top still, Neph. It is 35 minutes, and the tier 1 off lane for the Radiant is still there.
Yeah. They're going to deal with that one now. You know, have you ever gone back and watched old TI10 replays?
Oh, God, no.
I was the other day, and I was just watching, like, Na'Vi continue to, like, run it down mid against some of these other teams. Just like tier 1s in the other lane still standing while they're trying to take a tier 3 tower. We've come a long way as players.
We definitely have, yeah. 4-man smoke here. They actually leave HFN. He was not invited to the party, but he is about to hit level 25, so I think he's okay. They take those refraction instances, which we know to be so dang strong. On the high ground here, they do see the Medusa. She doesn't actually have Stone Gaze turned on, or not really Stone Gaze, but the Mana Shield. Does get it off just in time, but they're gonna burn through so much of her mana right away. The Sonic Wave comes through the wall, doing some work, but they're all protected here. A big overgrowth, and the Medusa buys back. Gardic just chewed through on the backside. These illusions just take down Matthew. They've got to deal with these.
Gem is on the ground, but they picked that one up pretty quickly. Didn't quite have the money for that Aeon disc yet, but that kill on Medusa so big, managing to keep her locked down 100-0, even with sitting at full mana. She did manage to get that mana shield activated before she ended up going down, but you know, it doesn't matter if you can't get a single Mystic Snake off before you go down. So BKB, very important. Maybe some status resistance. She's going to realize the importance of that, so she isn't just chain disabled to death. Roshan respawn is going to take a little bit, and I think this is well, you got about a minute. This is pretty good, I'd say, for the side of Hokori. They get a chance to get back onto that side of the map from where they are right now, which they don't control, and could potentially take a Roche fight here, which they are decent at. I mean, we saw earlier in the game, there's a pretty significant advantage of a NoPing. If everyone's grouped up, you can win these team fights. It's getting trickier and trickier, though. This next Roche is going to be very important as well. Third Roche of the game. Aegis Cheese and Aghanim's Scepter, Aghanim's Blessing, and or the Refresher Shard. Spell Prism picked up on the Queen of Pain.
That feels so good.
Yeah, I'm curious who's going to take that one. She'll probably hold on to it, right?
I imagine so.
Yeah, there it is.
The cooldowns on all of her spells are just so important. A leveler for TA feels incredible. Now all you need is a timeless relic for the lion, and then you've really hit the lottery.
Yeah. Roshan back up. It's actually going to be a Refresher Shard. It could be a pretty big deal if you get it on Hokori. Getting a second Overgrowth, second Stone Gaze,
Second Lasso?
Yeah, second Lasso. Oh, pretty big deals. But again, they take Roshan super slow. They can take these team fights with the Medusa, but the damage output onto Roche itself, not great. Ninja gear found on the Mars.
Gonna start the Roche. They do take down the trap in the back, but because of that, they have. Ooh, Arsker just steals an Arcane Rune right in her face.
Back off for now, but there's no way NoPing is going to let you get away with this. You are playing into their hands here. They smoke up to hide their position. NoPing knows exactly where they're going to be, but not having like the exact location of these heroes. If you have vision in the area, can mess things up for them.
This is just visually bugged. The Medusa's mana shield is gone, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Nice blink lasso to catch the TA, but a huge arena onto 3. Can they actually bring them down in time? It's gonna be HFN on the ropes. They get them. 3 heroes from Hokori. Barely alive. They fall one by one. Oscar misses the spear there onto Analog, but finishes on the God's Rebuke. Medusa will just TP home. They buy back on 2. Oscar's still looking for more on the backside of the fight. Dark Mago, with the help of Matthew, will take down the Nyx, and the Treant Protector is gonna be next. A dieback on the Nyx, but 2 more buybacks come out. Analog, as well as Matthew, they're both in some trouble. They get the Hex with the Stone Gaze. It catches Oscar. He's gotta find. He misses the spear. It doesn't connect, but there's gonna be the stun. The break onto the Medusa. They have the damage. Great vacuum holding them in place. Oscar falling low. He will die, but he gets the arena just in time. Buys back HFN. Pops the BKB, trying to beat down Vitali. It's gonna be able to do it, but Dark Mago, Bandaboo, HFN, all versus Lumineer, and they get the kill. A dieback on the Medusa.
Mystery is how you
And despite her best efforts, TPing out of that one, as soon as everybody bought back just to get better positioning, reset the fight, it wasn't enough. That pickup there, we talked about it, the Bloodthorn, it ended up being exactly what they needed to take this Medusa down. Couldn't get another Mystic Snake off. Ended up taking your mana to 0 there. You couldn't fight. Everything they did on NoPing, it felt amazing. The arena coming out as well, so those auto attacks weren't getting off to Dark Mago on the backside of the fight when that Bloodthorn came out. Such a big deal. They execute these fights so well. I mean, you said it time and time again, and that's it. GG is called.
I feel like it has to be. They've got no one can respawn them. They're all dead.
Yeah, there it is, and the throne blows up. That's going to be it for Hokori. NoPing managed to take this series 2-0.
They knock Hokori out of the tournament. A team that did pretty dang well in both seasons, but NoPing definitely. I mean, they deserve this. 2 great drafts. I was a little bit of a doubter, but again, it's this one. HFN on this TA just absolutely dominated.
Yeah, I mean, you pointed that one out. At 5 minutes into the game, we saw 10 minutes into the game, we saw almost 5K net worth here on HFN. Yeah, there were moments of brilliance from McCoy. They jumped in, managed to find HFN in the triangle, but not long after that, she gets a solo kill off of the Bat Rider. Desolator's completed, Blink Dagger's completed, BKB's there. So much damage coming out from her this game. So I'm so incredibly fast here on this TA. They made this lineup work. I mean, you draft Queen of Pain, Templar Assassin together, not the most conventional stuff. You do have the flexibility of that, but they made it work. And they put the pressure onto this Medusa despite the fact they had this Treant Protector trying to lay out the game. Amazing performance out of NoPing in this series.
Yeah, and that's just our first of the 2 series here that Neph and I are going to be covering. We've got Infamous versus Binomistas coming up next. It's going to be pretty much a rolling schedule, so we'll be right back after just a short break. Everyone stay tuned for our next series. We'll see you in just a bit.